I'm like, yo, we gotta get this together. I can't every weekend. I can't because it's gonna snow again next weekend here, and I'm like, yo, I can't be coming downstairs every every Saturday night just because it gets cold here. Like we're gonna have to like figure that out. So I would argue, I think that living in stacked living is probably still gonna be more annoying than just having crazy neighbors that don't live on
Yeah.
top of you. So it gets a
Yeah.
little bit more annoying.
I said
Um,
no to my crazy neighbor. You'll be happy.
well, you did.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, that's good. So, in case you don't know what
Uh-huh.
she's talking about,
Mhm. Mhm.
my mom is a people pleaser, and
Mhm.
was it on More Mama's Boy, or was that on this episode? On this was
I
that on
don't
over
know.
here?
I
Um,
don't know.
my mom has
Think
a
it
hard
was
time.
here.
My mom has a hard time
Mhm.
telling people no,
Mhm.
and her neighbor had asked her, who she doesn't really get along with that well, had asked her to go close the garage door, and my mom's foot was broken and she thought that was crazy, and so she was so mad at herself. She was really mad that she had
Yes.
said yes to that.
Yes.
Um, which mom, also we literally sat here and planned the show for like 25 minutes and you said you had nothing to talk about. And now here we
Well,
are, and
my life is so
I've
trivial.
got about literally 8 things I've got to get
That's
through
so
today.
trivial.
And you're
Well,
like,
I
you
just
literally like, oh, I've got a huge update of like a topic that we already
I don't
had.
have a huge update. I just said no. Proud of myself.
But that's a huge update.
Stroking. Just need
What?
a stroke. Just need a little stroke. That's
Sorry,
all.
behind the scenes. So the more Mama's Boy people know this, by the way, like Kelly's here and Marcy's here today, and
I
Sue
can't
is
see any of
here.
these people. I don't
And
know
Kayla,
why,
I'm
but
not
I'm
even
not
telling you how
gonna
to get to the
work.
chat because we're not.
No,
Don't
no,
touch
no.
don't touch
Hello,
the computer.
everyone. I love you all. Thank you for being here.
Don't even touch the computer.
Not going to. Mm-mm.
They got to experience how crazy it is setting this thing up on my mom's side. I don't know why. It's fine. It always works fine on my side. For some reason, my mom can never figure out the computer, and like we have to sit here and like I don't even know why. I don't know why
Mm.
it's so bad. But anyway, so yeah, give us the update. What happened?
No, the update is that yesterday she texted me and said, "Could you run over here real quick?" She has a broken arm. I can't open a couple of cans, and I need some help.
Well, that is funny. That's
What?
really that's really
Yeah,
funny.
that's how crazy this freaking lady is.
After
And
she
I
asked you
said,
to go close her garage door with a broken foot, that's wild.
yeah,
That's a
when
wild
she
thing
could
to
have
ask.
driven her car
Yeah,
down there and done it herself.
that's
Yeah, she
wild.
wants me to walk over.
That's wild.
It was, 28 degrees. I was like, I'm not doing that. I said, no, I'm sorry. I can't help you. I'm helping Jim right now. And
Wow.
she wrote back and said, okay, thanks.
Wow. Well, you kind of
I
stood up
didn't
for
even
yourself.
reply.
I mean,
Mm-mm,
yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
reply.
Yeah, that's
Mm-mm.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty
I'm pretty
good.
proud of that, to be honest with you. I think
Better than
that's
before.
yeah. Before, I feel like you wouldn't have done that. You would have just gone over there
Mhm.
and probably done it.
Yeah.
So I think yeah,
Yeah.
we should be proud of you for that because that's yeah, the old you would have probably done. Yeah, we'll raise the roof for that because that was my mom's raising the
Hmm.
roof. That's
Hmm.
really I think that's really good progress for you.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's a really good.
Hmm.
I owe
Hmm.
you guys two updates on stories that going into last week, we were really kind of confused on what was going on with these because there were two like kind of mysteries that I know we were all like, wait, what? Like, what's happening here? One was like, why was my brother coming into town? I'm going to tell you this right now.
Oh, yeah.
The answer was way weirder than than my mom was leading us on to. Because I think what he was telling you was way different than what the actual truth was.
Oh.
Um, Story number two was why was T-Mobile sending me a letter from their finance department? And we'll start with the T-Mobile story. So this was like so annoying. So I told you guys that T-Mobile had sent me a letter from their finance department. I knew it, and I was like, "Well, this is weird because I haven't had T-Mobile service in forever." I'm like, Why do they want money? Do they want money from me? Is this like?" The only reason I knew it was coming is because it was coming in that USPS digest that might comes in your email, you know. And so I had to wait a day, and then I finally came in the mail, and so I go and open the letter, and did I save it? Sorry, I've had this weird cough for like a week now, and I don't even. It's like, I'm
Uh-oh.
not sick, but it's just like an annoying cough.
Hmm.
Um, I didn't save the letter, but basically, the letter was like, "Dear Stephen Yancey, thank you for attempting to open service with T-Mobile.
Oh. Uh-oh.
We are, to verify your information to continue, you need to call us and, give us your social security number
Uh-huh.
and information or go to a T-Mobile store to be able to, finish your application. And I was like, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Something does not sound right about this.
Mm-mm.
So then I'm like, God, in 2026, man, you're always like, okay, wait a minute. Like, is this real or like, am I being scammed? Because like I don't know, like everything's such a scam nowadays that like I don't even know what's real and what's a scam anymore. So I'm like, I mean, it looks legit. I asked ChatGPT, I'm like, does this look real? It was like, well, it's like the right address, it's like the right phone number. So I call and it like has a little do 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 do, the T-Mobile like thing on it. Cause I was like, if somebody answers and they're just like, give me your information, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. So I call and it sounds pretty legit because they actually have like no idea what's going on. So I'm like, okay,
Mm.
that sounds like real customer service. Forgive me. Um, that's like real. That must be like real, because like any company, they have no clue what's going on, right? So they're like, let me transfer you to like our sales department because we don't even know like what this letter is about. So they transfer me over to the sales department, and this woman's like, yeah, I'm not really sure because I had a reference number on the letter and everything. She's like, I don't really know. But she's like, but we don't have an account with your information on it. So like I think you're okay. And I was like,
Mm.
I, I don't know. Okay, that sounds like really weird, but like I was like, is there is this like legit? She's like, no, I think it is. Like I think it's legit. I was about to say you're okay because we didn't open it. We didn't open an account with your name on it. She's like, there's nothing under your phone number. I'm like, why would it be under my phone number though? If you're opening a new account, like it was
Mm-mm.
annoying. I was like, is there like a T-Mobile store near me? Like, where's the nearest one? She's like, well, there is one at the Columbia Mall, which happens to be like right near my house. And so I was like,
Yeah.
well, let me like go over there and like just like talk to somebody face to face. So I go over the T-Mobile store, and the woman over there was almost just as clueless about it. She was like, "Well, let me go ask my manager." And then she comes back and she's like, I think this is fake." And I'm like, "Wait, it's fake?" I'm like, "But I called like the number was real. It was definitely real because they were like very confused on what this was and they were trying to like I mean, I feel like if it was a scam, they'd be giving me a scam number. They wouldn't be giving me the if it was like a scam, they wouldn't be like giving me the real T-Mobile number. That wouldn't make any sense. So like,
Right.
what's what's the deal here? Like, what's how like somebody's got something wrong, and I'm not sure like who's got it wrong. So I don't. I'm pretty sure that nobody actually successfully opened up a T-Mobile account with my information, but like they may have. They maybe went out there. I don't know. Like they may. I'm not
Uh-oh.
100% sure, but to the best of my ability, it doesn't sound like they did. But it's just weird. Like, why does nobody at T-Mobile actually know what happened? Even though I gave you a reference number,
Hmm.
like, no one's quite know what happens. So I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, well, I guess that's, about as good as I can
Hmm.
do on that.
Hmm.
So my brother, let's talk about that
Yeah.
because I think
Oh
that the
boy.
biggest question with this podcast is like, who's the weirdest Yancey? And I don't know. It's always up in the air. Like it changes, it always, that question really changes from like week to week. But this week,
Mhm.
I think it's him. So remember my mom, the last time we talked about this, because all of a sudden, in case you weren't here last week, I said, hey, my brother's just all of a sudden said he wants to come visit me. And I said it's kind of suspicious because my brother and I didn't talk for like 9 months. And then all of a sudden, like we talked over the holidays and things seemed good. And then like 2 weeks later, he's like, hey, I want to come visit you next week. And I'm like, I just saw you. Like, it's weird. We don't need to like see each other. Like, there's no point. We just like, I was kind of worried about it. And like, there's been some stuff going on with the family that like we'll talk about at a later date. But I was like kind of worried that like maybe something's going on with that I need to know about in person or something. I didn't know. I didn't know like why he needed to see me face to face. Well, my gosh. Um, my mom told me, she was like, well, don't worry. He's just going to help a friend move and it's going to happen to be in your area. So like it just happened to work out. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't really know who he knows in Baltimore, but like, all right, that's That's nice then, I guess, if he just happens to be in Baltimore, that he just pops in to see his brother for the night, right? So my brother gets here and I'm like, okay, pleasantries, how you doing? Good, good. I'm like, so what are you doing? Like, why are you here? Cause like, this just feels weird that like you're here. I just saw you. Like, what's the deal? And he's like, well, what did mom tell you? I'm like, well, mom told me that you were like helping a friend move. He's like, well, I'm like, oh, here we go. Cause I'm like, giving my brother's like, he's not me again. We're all weird, but like we're all weird in our own ways. So he's like, well, the truth is that I was called on by one of my spiritual leaders uh, to help this a stranger that I've never met in my life move from New York, move out of his house in New York with two elderly cats from New York to Kansas. And I was like, what? Like, you're in Maryland right now. Like, this is not like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you like? What? He's like, yeah, one of my spiritual leaders like would just he told me I need to like go do that. And I was like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? He's like, well, yeah. So I put it on Facebook, and I was just trying to figure out if anybody wanted to help me do this. And so, well, one of my friends in DC said yes and decided to cancel his trip that he had planned to Europe to help me do this. And so we decided I was going to fly up here and rent a van, and then drive the van from from DC, which Baltimore and DC are like an hour from each other.
Mhm.
And I live like 30 minutes from DC. Um,
Hmm.
we're gonna drive the van from DC to New York, pick up this guy they've never met before. They don't know this guy at all. Never met this guy ever. With two elderly cats. In like a van, like not like a moving truck, but like a van. Um, and move him from New York to Kansas. And I'm like, why? He's like, I don't know. My spiritual leader told me I needed to do it. I was like, okay, all right, bro, like whatever. Like it's and like to him, it just made logical sense. And I'm like, I mean, he kind of makes fun of himself because like he knows it's kind of silly, but like that. So that's the real story, mom. Like I don't know how much he told you, but like that's what he was really doing here.
Yeah, I knew that. I
Well,
knew all that.
that's not how you pitched it. You pitched he was coming to see this ain't no friend and no damn nothing.
It's true he's never met him
That's
except
not a friend.
online.
That's not a friend. He doesn't
Yeah,
even know this person.
but they're all in the same Ram Dass community.
I don't know what that was
So
all
they
about. I was like,
yeah.
"Wait, what are you talking
He's not
about?"
there yet.
So, what's been terrible is we've had terrible weather, and so I mean, my brother didn't realize that. I mean, it's been really. I mean, Sue, who's on our Mama's Boy Live right now. I mean, she can tell
Mhm,
you we've had just like terrible weather up north. I mean, the
mhm.
whole East Coast has been blasted this weekend. Kayla's on here too. Kayla's over on West Coast. She's all like, "It's so sunny and bright." Eh. Um, but we've been blasted over here, and so they've literally just been like traveling in terrible conditions. But my brother's friend who canceled the trip to Europe and a stranger and two cats in a van. I don't know. I don't know. Kelly's on live right now. Kelly said, "Good for your brother for helping someone out." I guess I'm like, I just don't understand it.
That's how he is. He's a good friend. He's a good man.
I guess I just like I just don't I don't my brother just does some odd things, y'all, and like I just don't know that I would just drive to a drive across the country um for someone that I've never met before. Like, does that make me an a-hole for not wanting to do that? Like does that
No,
make me a
it's
bad
just that
person?
no, it's just the difference between you and your brother.
So who is the more sane one? Are we both sane, or is one of us insane? And I'm not sure which one of us would be insane for not
You're
wanting to do that.
you're just different. You're
Yeah,
just different, that's all. You're
I
just
never wanna
different.
help anyone move again, honestly. Like, I don't my
Well,
mom
there's
could
no
be
furniture involved here.
like, she could be getting evicted, I'd be like, "Mom, sorry, like, I
You'd
retire
be
from
called
moving out," like
Goodwill and come
yeah,
on up.
yeah. I'd be like, "That's really bad," but, it's unfortunate because I just at a certain age, you just stopped helping people move, but so, yeah, I don't know, that's the 2 updates, and, both weird,
Pray
I
for
don't
his safety, he won't be there until Wednesday
yeah, they're still
to
mid-move,
Wichita.
whatever that
Yeah, they're in
was
St. Louis,
that stranger
but they're on their
whatever
way to
that was all about.
Wichita. Mm.
Maggie had my sister had a rough weekend too. You wanna give that quick
Oh.
update really quick and then before
Oh,
we
my goodness.
so my
Yeah.
sister is, we nickname her Dramaggie in case you're new. She's absolutely the most dramatic person of the family. What's up with that?
So her 2 boys, she has triplets, 2 boys and a girl. Her 2 boys were really sick with a cold, and so was the little girl, but not as bad. And she took Charlie to the doctor on Thursday, and they said, "Oh, you better take him to the ER because his oxygen levels were low." No, excuse me. They woke him up on Thursday morning because she could see on the monitor that his oxygen levels were low. They woke him up, took him to the ER, and they admitted him because he had RSV. Now, she'd been to the pediatrician with him the day before, and they diagnosed him with pneumonia. Okay? So now they've got this diagnosis of RSV. They hospitalized him. The next day, Jack got sicker. His oxygen levels dropped. John took him to the ER. They sent him home. He was up all night with him, and 7 o'clock the next day, 7 a.m., John takes him back to the ER because Maggie's in the ER, in the hospital with Charlie, right? Fortunately, mother and father-in-law came. Thank you, Lisa and Jay. And they
I
said,
think I think we can just say they were in the hospital with RSV this weekend. We don't this
yeah,
is
he was and then he was
we don't need a
hospitalized with
play-by-play.
RSV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, they were back and forth. And so then yesterday, thankfully, on Sunday, no, Saturday, yeah, Sunday, they all came home.
Yeah.
And now they're
So,
home and they're recovering.
super crazy, right? Like, I think that's the
Mm.
problem when you got triplets. It's like, God, one gets sick, everybody goes down, man. It's like
Oh, yeah.
also though, this is what I told my mom. I swear to you, there's so many I don't know anybody like and she swears that Maggie had RSV as a kid. I'm like, I did
Yeah.
not hear those words until 3 years ago. Like, I
Mm.
feel like RSV came around when, like, COVID came around. I swear now I swear, like, everyone's kid gets it.
Mm.
I never heard those words. I
Mm.
never heard that phrase, those letters, RSV. I
Mm.
never heard that. Now I swear, like, everybody's kid gets that. Um, but I don't remember anyone ever having RSV. Like, I don't now I feel like it's just so common for kids to get it, you
Mhm.
know? So,
Yeah.
luckily, everyone's home. Everyone is good. So, it's
It's
kind of a
recovering.
scary
They're still recovering, but they're not hospitalized anymore.
yeah, kind of a crazy weekend
Mm.
for all the
Oh,
Yanceys,
gosh.
I would say. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
man. Mm.
Certified fans, thank you for your support of the show. We appreciate you guys, man. We got this whole new Mama's Boy Live thing happening, in case you don't know, which is you can hop in live during the show. And God, you missed a great pre-show today.
No, it was actual show. It wasn't a pre-show. Turned out to be a pre-show.
Yeah, I
Mm.
promise you, you really you miss a lot if you don't do Mama's Boy Live. Because God, these guys get to see everything behind the scenes too. You know how like maybe if you hop on Instagram Reels or TikTok or Facebook, whatever they're called, how you see like I don't know the late night talk shows where like the host will talk to like the audience beforehand or whatever. I kind of feel like that's what I was doing with the Mama's Boy Live people because typically we don't come on before and talk, but I was really glad today the Mama's Boy Live people got to see how what a mess this show is to produce.
It
Because
is.
if you just listen to the podcast, it sounds pretty polished. It is not polished to actually produce. It isn't. It's very. There's always a technical error, and it never comes from our Maryland studios. It's always from our Georgia studios, and we don't know why. We don't know why it happens.
We don't know why.
We don't know why. It's just
No, we just don't know why it happens.
it's not an age
Mm-mm.
thing or yeah.
No. Uh-uh.
No.
It's
No.
not that someone's not techno savvy. Oh, no,
No,
that's
it's
not
just
it.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
So Mama's Boy Live is our newest thing for certified fans. If you're a mom ambassador, a boy lever level, you guys can come in, be a part of the show, come watch, interact with us. It's kind of like being a part of the quote unquote studio audience, which is our newest feature. And it's been kind of fun to chat with you guys and have you interact with the show live. So yeah, if you are a part of that now, the reason I bring that up is, in case you don't know, a certified fan is someone that supports our show. It's $6 a month. It starts at $6 a month. Our Mombassador level is typically $10 a month. It is now $6 a month for the rest of the month, because you can come check out Mama's Boy Live. The Mombassador level adds a few extra features. So a certified fan will get the More Mama's Boy show on Thursdays. It gets the fan page on Facebook. And then when you become a Mombassador, you get the Ask Me Anything episodes, you get commercial-free Mama's Boy, and you also now get the Mama's Boy Live. So I swear to you,
Mm,
I was completely not like this until
mm,
we started the show.
mm,
Now my
mm.
eyes are watering. Maybe I should take a day off
Yeah.
work tomorrow. I probably should.
Uh,
Um, so yeah, you should be a part of it because this is how we support the show, and we give you a few extra perks because this is honestly how we produce the show. So without you, we literally can't do this. And if you like all this nonsense and watching old women have technical errors, this is the place for you.
oh, where would you go for that?
Yeah, there's you can just call your own
Oh,
mom, and I guarantee you,
oh.
it's the same. Just give your mom a new piece of equipment, and you'll see the same thing. Also, my mom is literally Lucina popped in for a second. My mom is literally running on dial-up today. It looks like the internet over there. I don't know. She's in the middle of the woods in
So
Georgia,
bad. I
and
don't
like some
know.
days, I just this
It's
podcast
windy
is
today. I
yeah,
don't
the
know.
wind blows the wrong way and like we just lose
Mhm,
connection. It's just I'm so glad you guys
mhm.
hop on for Mama's Boy Live. So anyway, be a part of the show. But yeah, support. It starts at $6 a month. Everything is $6 a month right now. It's literally $6 a month. That's what $1.50 a week. I hope that means nothing to you. For us, it literally means the production of this podcast. So if you like the show, if you want to support independent broadcasting or podcasting, I guess I should say, then yeah, hop on and be a part of this and get all the extra perks, like a whole extra episode. If anything, you get a whole extra episode of Mama's Boy. So that's cool. That's more Mama's Boy comes in on Thursday. I do want to talk about that before we do adopt a show. I do want to talk about that because got a couple cancellations last week, and you know, I didn't feel good about that. I felt actually pretty bad about that, and I don't. I guess I feel guilty. Um,
Any comments with them?
Yeah, so when you quit being a certified fan, there's an option on there of like why you want to quit, right? And this is like something through Supercast. It's not something I added because I don't ever want to know any of this. I'd rather you
Mm.
just like silently leave. I don't have to, but I have to unfortunately get the emails when you guys leave, and I'm like, why do you hate me? Actually, I take it all very personal. But on there, it like gives you an option of like what why are you leaving or whatever. And this is a new thing since we switched over to Supercast, right? And on there, after Thursday's episode, we got a couple of cancellations, and they were all because they don't like the content. Now, More Mama's
Mm.
Boy is our behind the scenes podcast, and that's one that if you join certified fans, it is our I kind of save some of the stuff like I don't feel as comfortable talking about publicly for over there. So like it's kind of like the juicier stuff or just things that I'm like, yeah, I'd rather like the people I kind of trust over there. I feel like, hey, if you're willing to pay $6 a month and like you're not gonna be a complete you're not gonna try to cancel me basically. Or maybe you will. Maybe some people just pay $6 so they can't cancel me. But
Mm.
I don't know. It feels like family. It feels more like just friends sitting around chit chatting over there versus this feels this is definitely a show. Over there's just more just like hanging out behind the scenes. Um, so I never want mama's any of this stuff. I always want this to be a conversation. And the topic that I brought up on More Mama's Boy clearly was upsetting to some people. And I never want it to be that. I never want this place to be a place where you feel threatened or you feel bad. I mean, sometimes there's gonna be things you're not gonna like per se, but it's always an open discussion versus, hey, you should think my way or my way is the right way or um I mean, I hope I never come across as like I've got this all figured out or, you know, I think I always just come at this as like, this is just my take at it. And I think I always say, hey, listen, I'd like to hear the other side. Please message me, please like I want
Mhm.
to hear the other side. I mean, my mom and I are
Mhm.
usually, I mean, I always say like I could murder somebody. My mama said I did a good job. So it's a little bit of an echo chamber on this podcast sometimes, but I never, and this is not just because of the cancellations. And obviously now having to find more money for the podcast. It's like 20% that, but it's more 80% of like, I just never want you guys to feel like you have to go away from Mama's Boy because you feel threatened by anything over here. I think at this point, hopefully, no matter how you got here, you know this is a safe place. You know that like me and my mom are never here to like change your mind on anything. We may be here to make you think, but it's never like a threatening spot. Um, it's always a conversation, and it's always going to be from a place of like truth, our truth, and your truth too. And so I hope you never feel like you have to leave because you feel uncomfortable with the topics. And if you do, I mean, that's okay too. But hopefully you'll feel like you can always come back next time. And like
Mm.
maybe you've just heard the other side of the conversation. You've heard something that like an experience you haven't been through before. You've heard somebody that you know and you trust and a perspective that 'cause that's how I feel with you guys. Like whenever I get DMs and like, especially from you guys, like sometimes from the radio listeners, I'm like, "Bleh," but from you guys, like I just feel like we've earned trust with each other. And I always like to hear what you have. That's why I always say, I mean, I literally don't just say message me or call me or text me because for fun. I say it because I mean it. I say it because I want to hear. I trust you guys. I trust you guys to give me feedback. I mean, I put my life out here because I do care what you have to say, and I hope that can kind of go both ways. And you're not going to like everything that I have to say all the time. I mean, that's just not
Mhm.
how relationships
Mm-mm.
work.
Mm-mm.
But I hope that, like, I think that we kind of run into this problem because of algorithms and bubbles that we live in that we hear one thing we don't like and we feel like we just have to run away and turn it off and like not listen to like the discussion. And I hate that. I hate that like that I said something that made you guys feel that way. And B, I hate that that's just how we are nowadays. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm not 100% great about that. I mean, I see things that on social media that trigger me, and I'm like, "Meh," unfriend or like, "Meh, but usually it's from people I don't know that well. And maybe that's how you guys feel. Like, who is this? Who is this
Mm.
guy? This fucking guy. And maybe that's how you feel. But my point is this: like, if you ever hear anything that you don't like on this show, we can always talk about it. I hope you feel like this is never me preaching. This is never me. I never feel like I know all the answers because I don't. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying my best out here. And I come from, my I come to at all of this from just my perspective of life, which is very different than most people's perspective of life. I'm just some 42-year-old dude, no kids. No, it's just live in my condo, play video games, not married, divorced. Like, I mean, what do I? I'm just some guy, man. What do I know? But I think what makes me different is I'm willing to talk about things and be open and vulnerable about things. And I think it's what makes this podcast special. But that involves you guys too, and being part of the conversation. So I don't know, that was kind of heavy on my chest from last week. And I hope that you'll, always feel comfortable
Mhm.
in the uncomfortableness. And like, we can always talk about things. And so you never feel like, well, I didn't like that episode, so I'm going away. And I'm never going to listen to Mama's Boy ever again because screw that guy. Because I feel like at this point, a lot of you guys have been here for years now. I hope that one episode won't
Mm.
turn you off. Okay, adopt a show. This is every episode goes up for adoption, by the way. All the February dates are up for adoption right now, so you can go grab a date. Could make a great Valentine's Day gift for someone, or maybe you got a birthday. Don't forget, we also have a new birthday song that we added. I don't know if you guys actually you don't know about this because my mom added it on More Mama's Boy last week. So we have a new birthday song that my mom added for this year. It's your
Mhm.
birthday. She sings a
Mhm.
new song that she swears she's sung her whole life, but I've never heard it once. So I don't know what that's about, but anyway, it's
It's not
here.
original to me.
I've never heard this, and I
Oh.
have known you my whole life. So I
Well,
don't
now
know where
you
it came
have.
from,
Do you like
but I
it?
like it.
Do you
I
like
like it.
it?
I do
All
like it.
right.
I do. But I
Mhm.
don't I've just never heard it before.
Okay. Okay.
So, anyway, Adopt a Show is basically that. You can adopt an episode. We put every episode up for adoption. All the February dates are available. You can go in the show notes at certifiedmamasboy.com. Just select an episode you want to adopt and dedicate it to somebody, or just just in honor of you, or just to celebrate something. We'll shout you out, basically, is what this is, and put you in the show notes and everything else. So today's episode is in honor of Queen Pam.
Oh, Queen Pam.
I had a cough. It was so
Love,
exciting.
love you. Love you.
But I'll tell
Love
you
you. Love
why.
you. Love you. Love you.
It's
Yeah.
actually Molly's birthday, which I think actually was
Mm.
last week.
Oh,
She didn't put it on there.
Molly.
Queen Pam has a daughter who's
I
just
know
as lovely
Molly
as Queen
too. I've
Pam.
met her too. She's so precious.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Molly is that her youngest or no? It's saying happy belated birthday to Molly. It's her oldest princess in the kingdom, is what she says, because she's Queen Pam. So Molly's lovely. Molly actually made us some Mama's Boy pillows.
She did.
And she's just, I don't know, just a lovely spirit, just like Queen Pam.
Yes,
So the whole
she
family,
is.
I don't know, just very, very, very
Uh-huh.
kind people. So Molly, happy belated birthday. I wrote on your wall for your birthday on your post. So I hope you saw it. But I hope you had a great birthday. I don't know what day it actually was, but yes, let's give Molly a special birthday song. This is for Molly. I don't even know how this birthday song goes. This is the first time you guys have heard it on this side. So hopefully, Mom, you remember it, because I've never heard this song once in your life, even though you swear you've sung this all the time.
I know it. You ready?
Okay. All right, let's go.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, dear Molly. Whoop, whoop.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
I don't either. I clearly
don't
don't. I've never
know.
heard it before in my life. My mom on More Mama's Boy, she swore she had like heard that before. She had sung that her whole life, but I've never heard that one time.
I
not
didn't
once.
say my whole life, but I have
Never heard
sung
that.
it a lot.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
I've been alive for 42
To
years.
my
never had-
friends.
Oh,
to my
not your
friends.
family. Okay.
I don't sing it to my family now.
Yeah, why
No.
not? Why don't we get it?
No. I probably have sung it to some of my family members.
I haven't gotten it. Maybe see,
No?
see this is why.
Well,
Do you see why?
Well, then that
Yeah.
means I haven't sung it to anyone. No, I promise. No.
I guarantee you,
Oh,
Maggie gets
no.
the birthday song.
Oh, no. No, not to Maggie, not to Brian, not to you. No,
Brian
no.
gets the birthday song, but
Friends only. Friends only.
Steven's just like, they're like, oh, I forgot. It's your birthday. And go F yourself. I'm like, all right.
Oh, no.
I guess I
would
will.
never
That's
say
how it
that.
goes.
No, poor Steven.
Have you guys seen this 10-year 2016 fad on the internet? Have you seen this at all?
No.
This is like the big thing on the internet right now. It's basically like, let's go back to 2016. The vibes were better apparently in 2016, but people are posting a bunch of pictures from 10 years ago basically, and just kind of like reliving their 2016 right now. And God, it's wild. It's wild to go back and look at yourself from 2016, man.
Oh,
It's
boy.
I thought what we'd do is kind of like the audio version of that really quick before we do Ask My Mom. Mom, what were you doing in 2016? What was life
Oh,
like
my
for you?
God. I was still working. It was the year before I retired, and I was wrapping up that $9 million capital campaign at Rainbow Village.
Was that stressful?
That's what I remember. more than anything about that.
What did that
It's
look like to
also
you?
the Huh?
What did that look like?
Sorry. What did it look like? Oh,
'Cause
just
I don't think most people understand what that looks like.
a lot of meetings,
Yeah.
lots of asking for money, lots of, construction going on, trying to, close it out and get the buildings built and get everything running. It was cool. It was wild. But we did it.
A lot of
We
work.
did it. By the end of that year, it was done and I was sick.
Yeah. It was a lot. My
Mhm.
mom had to drive an hour to work every day, hour and a half.
An hour.
Yeah. Back and forth. That was a lot. I
Yeah.
remember that was a lot. I was worried about you because you were 62 at that point.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. Um, 2016 was my first full year in San Diego.
Whoa.
And yeah, because I moved there in the end of 15, like December of 15. So this is like me starting to get like my bearings in San Diego. So as I was going through pictures, I was like, man, it's funny because I can't really post any of them because it's all basically me
And
and
her.
me and my
Her.
ex-wife. Yeah. But it's kind of funny to go back because God, I was really annoying. I was really annoying, man. Like, why'd y'all let me be so annoying back then? Like, it's funny to think like how much I've grown up in the last. I've done a lot. I mean, it's been a long journey, man. It's been like these last
Oh
10 years have
gosh.
been a journey to say the least. Um, yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that's why I really didn't want to post a lot of pictures because honestly, man, like, uh, I haven't really
Uh,
loved these last 10 years that much.
uh-huh. Forgive the
Haven't loved them.
sunshine. Sorry
That's all right.
for
I
those of you watching.
haven't loved these last 10 years, very much.
Mhm.
It's been a rough run, man.
It has.
But God, if you look back, and I guess the reason I wanted to bring up this 10-year challenge is because kinda went by fast. Like, as slow as the days were, the years were really, really fast.
Yeah.
And, like, when I think about moving to San Diego in basically the end of 2015, 16, it was basically January of 16 is when I moved there more or less.
Yeah.
Um, to now, I mean, that time feels like it flew by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels like it instantly, like, was just, like, gone. Like a
Even though for
decade.
me, that seems like 100 years ago.
Yeah, looking back, I'm like, I don't even recognize that version of me anymore.
Mhm.
Like, I don't I'm like,
Mhm.
who is this annoying, like, a guy? Like, like, how did y'all allow me to be so annoying? Like, why didn't y'all stop me from being so annoying? And I was, like, married, and I was like, it's just weird to see pictures of me married, and, like, I could tell I was, like, really insecure, and, like, I don't know, I don't like the pictures of me. I honestly I don't like the 10-year challenge because, honestly, I look back and I'm like, "Man, that poor guy was so insecure." Like, he was so and, like, just trying so hard to, like, fit in and, like, just figure himself out
Mhm.
and find himself. And I had to basically go through hell to get here, you know?
Mhm.
And I don't think I'd wanna do it again. Like, I
I
mean,
pray
like,
you don't. I
I don't
pray you
think
don't have to.
I don't like
Mm.
the path that it take to get here, but, like, man, if I look back at those pictures, I don't I can't imagine staying the same either. I
Oh,
can't
no.
I can't
As
imagine
you
being
were
that
in 2016?
I can't imagine being
Mercy,
that
no.
same super insecure person. Like, this the stuff that
No,
I
no.
allowed, like,
No,
put up
no,
with,
no,
the
no,
same like, the stuff that
no,
I, like
no.
that
Mm-mm,
version of me was just very
mm-mm,
just constantly seeking attention,
mm.
constantly needing validation, constantly just allowing, like I remember I'd put on, like, a ton of weight because I just moved to California and, like, I was, you know, feeling just so out of place and really out of place in my marriage, out of place, like, I felt out of place in, like, that radio show for a long time because I wasn't really quite sure where I fit into it, Um, just out of place in my own life. And then honestly, through these last 10 years, it was just a journey to figure out who the hell I was, you know? It's hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't my choice. I wouldn't choose it again. I wouldn't choose it again.
Mm-mm.
But here's the reason I bring it up. It's like, okay, so then that time felt fast because it did. I mean, like if it was the days were slow, the years were fast, right?
Mhm.
Wait, the days were slow, the
That's
years were
right.
fast, right?
Mhm.
What are we gonna do with these next
Oh.
10 years?
Oh.
Knowing that like it's probably only gonna be faster.
Mm.
Knowing that like if you did that 2016 challenge, like,
Mm.
well then what? You know? Like what are
Mm.
you knowing that like in a blink of an eye, I mean, hell, we're celebrating 6 years of Mama's Boy in less than 2 months or in about 2 months. That I feel like we just started this podcast in some ways, you know what I mean? You can
Mhm.
tell by
It
our
doesn't
technical
s
errors. We still can't get this podcast off the ground some days.
I still don't know how to do it.
My mom still can't log in.
I still don't know what I'm doing
She still doesn't know how
or
to
why
log in
I'm
the
here.
computer,
Why am I
yeah.
here?
But, you know, it's funny, but, like, because like, okay, so there's the question. If 10 years and that was really my biggest realization was like, okay, if that was 10 years behind us, like, what are we gonna do these next 10 years? Because
2036. Ooh.
yeah, it's gonna be here before you know it.
Mhm.
So, just something to think about. Alright, let's get into Ask My Mom. It's the 3rd Tuesday of the
Mm.
month. So, like we said, we
Mhm.
have a new schedule now where it's gonna be Ask My Mom, and then it's gonna be Mom 10, and then Ask My Mom, and then we're gonna do Jimmy Mack on the 3rd or the 4th one,
Mhm.
3rd 4th Tuesday of the month.
Boy.
This is our advice segment. If you ever have a dilemma you're going through, you need some real life mom advice, go to certifiedmamasboy.com. Tell us your dilemma. My mom will give you her mom advice, and we'll hop in with our advice as well from your podcast family. Mom, what's happening?
Dear Mama Nancy, I need your honest mom opinion because I swear this was innocent, but now it feels like I stepped into something I didn't mean to. I'm married, male, solid marriage, no issues. Last week after work, one of my coworkers, single, female, and I stopped for a drink to talk through a project. It wasn't a date, it wasn't flirty, and the entire conversation was about work. Deadlines, meetings, stress, very unsexy stuff. When the bartender came back, I paid for the drinks. It wasn't planned, it wasn't a move. It was just a I've got this moment because I suggested the stop and I make a little more money. Later, when my wife found out, she was not okay with it. She said buying a drink for a single person, especially when it's just the two of us, sends a message whether I meant it to or not. To her, it felt inappropriate. What made it worse is that the coworker later texted me to say thank you and added, "Next one's on me." That suddenly made me realize maybe it could be taken the wrong way, even though that was never my intention. Now I'm questioning myself. Did I cross a line? Was this a major infraction, a minor one, or just something that looks bad but wasn't bad? Well, in my opinion, I don't even think that looks bad. I think that's just two coworker friends having a drink and one picks it up. I've done that a lot with men and women. Um, and if you say the next one's on me, you go, okay, you know? I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't I don't know this person, I don't know you, I never know these people or really what the situation is, but to me, that does not feel inappropriate. I would not read anything into that.
I mean, I don't love it. I don't love it.
I mean, if somebody said that to you, Kramer, what would you do? If it was
If
someone you weren't interested in, it was just a coworker.
Well, that's his version of the story.
Well, yeah. That's what
That's
we have
his
to believe. It's his version.
that's his version of the story.
Uh-huh.
What's her version of the story? Let's get her on the podcast.
She didn't write into us.
I know. I mean,
Mm.
there's clearly she clearly has an issue with this, so I think we have to take that into account, right? Like, I don't think
Mm.
there's something going on
Mm.
because, and I just don't know what the thing is, and I think there's one of two things that's happening here. Number one, the girl's hot. Um,
Number 1, the coworker
yeah,
girl is hot?
yeah.
Oh. Oh. Mm.
I'm assuming, right? That's
Uh-huh.
the first thing that pops in my head, right? It's a hot
Yeah.
coworker.
Yeah.
Because I think that adds an element to it. Or B, there's something's happened in the past to like have a level of doubt
Mm.
that we just don't know about in this situation. You know,
Mm.
like if he's cheated in the past or something, or like there's been reason for suspicion,
Mhm.
then yeah, I don't think it's right? Like you have to define what's appropriate and not appropriate per relationship. Like let's say he has cheated in the past.
He
Then is
didn't
that
say he
appropriate?
had.
Well, yeah,
He
but of
didn't
course
say
he
he had.
didn't.
He said his marriage is solid.
Well, he said that. Does she say that?
She
You
didn't say
know?
anything.
Exactly. I think that every relationship kind of I think has to like decide what's appropriate and what's not in their relationship based on their circumstances. And I think that if she she clearly feels something. Now, is it her own insecurities? I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
think
I will say I would not do it again. I don't think it was inappropriate, but you bring up a good point. If she is that upset about it, then I definitely would
no,
not
I
go
think on
out
paper
with
it's
that coworker
fine.
again.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
think on paper it's probably fine.
Yeah.
But there's something we're missing here, and I'm just not sure what
Mm.
we're missing, right? There's the
Mm.
thing is what we're missing,
Hmm.
and that's what I'm trying to figure out is like, what are we missing here?
Mm.
Um, and that thing has to be taken into account, right? Because you can't just his version of the story sounds fine, but like
Well,
she's
if
not
there is a thing.
no, there's a thing. There has to be.
Oh, all
There has
right.
to be a thing. Because
Okay.
if there wasn't a thing, then she wouldn't be upset.
Oh,
That's my
true.
point.
I
Like,
I see where you're coming from.
right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if not, then you're like, it's fine. So like, what's the
Mhm.
thing?
Mhm.
Now, if she wrote in,
Mhm.
actually, you know what? I'm gonna send this to him and say, have her write into us. Maybe this time next week we'll get her version
Oh.
of the story.
Oh. She might not be happy that he wrote to us.
Well, we'll try. I'll literally
Okay.
I'll ask him. I'll say, hey, why don't you let us know what she has to say
Hmm.
if she's down, because I feel like there's just something that we're missing in here.
Hmm.
Um, Kayla on our Mama's Boy Live says, I agree with Mama Nancy, and I wouldn't play back this podcast clip to support your argument. Yeah, don't be bringing this up just cause. Don't be bringing this up just cause. Like, hey, I found this podcast that I feel like you should listen to. I don't know. It sounds pretty familiar if you ask me, but I don't know. This woman on this podcast, this crazy podcast I found, sounds pretty insecure if you ask me.
Thank you, Kayla.
I don't know. What do y'all think? I mean, there's a thing though, right? There's got to be a thing, and I just don't know what the thing is, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. So, all right, y'all. That's you can call. Oh, by the way, call us 888 Kramer 8 is the number. You can DM me as well, or we'll talk about it on the Certified Fans page on Facebook. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get one cough in and mute you guys while I do it. Hang on, because then we're gonna wrap the show up. Hang on. All right. Thank you to our boy
That's
Liebers,
usually
man.
me coughing.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry.
Man. It's been annoying.
Sorry.
Our boy Liebers, man. Our boy Liebers are the
stars of the show.
25 best humans that help put this show together. They really are. They support the show at the maximum amount, and like really thankful for you guys. Really, really, really thankful for you guys. We apologize for our technical errors that you probably didn't have to experience today, but that's just because I work my magic. Candy Z, thank you so much. Marcy H, Eileen F, BCat, It's so funny when I see your real name, BCat, because I'm always like, wait, who is that? I'm like, oh, yeah, it's BCat. Oh my gosh. Rachel Rose and Big D Donald, Queen Pam, thank you again for
Oh,
adopting the show today. Really appreciate that.
yeah, we love
Aaron
you.
D, Alexandra T, Deb S, and Lisa G. I'm gonna turn this into a song one day. Julie
I
B.
can sing it for you.
Oh, I'm sure you can. I should have you turn this into a song. Carissa, what's up? Sue W, Lucino, it's good to see you hop on for a minute. Lisa H, Kayla, thank you. Kayla's here today. Kayla, I'm so excited. I can't stop coughing. Karen W and Tina U and Letty S and Julia M and our mystery boy Lieber and Michelle K and Angela P, who I'm sure is getting a ton of snow up in New York. All right, that's our 25. Thank you guys so much for your support of Certified Mama's Boy. We'll see you guys on Tuesday, which I think, honestly, I got a story for you guys about Mama Nancy is turning into Jimmy Mack, and I'm worried about it because she's making more complaint calls, I swear, than he is nowadays. And this one I think is really not justified. But we'll talk about that over there. All right, that's it. That's it for today's show. Mom, get us out of here.
Okay, we love you forever.